So today I would like to talk to you about the hair restoration market. If you're interested in hair restoration, what does the market look like? Is it a market that you would be interested in getting into? I would like to talk to you about our two top-tier technologies, ARTIS, the world's only robotic platform, and NeoGraft. And then we layer on top of that our Vero Hair Academy, which is a preceptorship followed by a mentorship. And then we have incredible patient acquisition tools that would benefit anyone who's interested in the business. And then lastly, we have a team of business development practitioners who are deployed into your clinic to help you be successful in hair restoration. So just a quick look at the hair restoration market. I've actually been in the hair restoration, specifically this market, for about 24 years. And in 2010, hair restoration represented a $1.75 billion industry globally. Today, it is about $5 billion. And all indications are that there is going to be exponential growth. The indications are that eventually this will be a $30 billion industry. So that is amazing growth. What is driving this growth? Well, I have an idea. In 2006, 91% of hair restoration was done by the FUT or strip method, and only about 7% done with FUE. And you can see that as FUE grew, it grew at the expense or the decline of FUT. Why is that? It's a far more palatable procedure for the patient, and the efficacy is certainly increased. Plus, it's easier on the doctor. So, as FUE grew and the knowledge of it, it grew at the expense of FUT, but also more and more people started seeking out hair restoration. It's just an easier procedure, and patients gravitate toward that. Everyone wants minimally invasive, high efficacy. So FUE became the future of hair restoration. Today, 70%, if not more, hair restoration surgeries are done with an FUE procedure. So, we invested heavily into our product line to capitalize on this growing market. So, in 2018, we purchased NeoGraft. NeoGraft is probably the most well-recognized name in hair restoration. It's much like the Clorox to bleach or Kleenex to tissue phenomenon, where patients actually believe that FUE and NeoGraft are synonymous. Instead of going home and Googling follicular unit extraction hair transplantation, they will type in NeoGraft. From a marketing standpoint alone, that is incredible. But the device is tried and true over 27 years, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. The following year, through a reverse merge, we acquired Restoration Robotics, the makers of the ARTIS robot. The ARTIS robot is the world's only robotic technology, and it is unequivocally the future of hair restoration. In addition to that, we layer on practice development just to make getting into the business easier and more streamlined for anybody who's interested in hair restoration. What do you need to know about the robot? Well, 3 things, and this is why patients choose it. It's precision, accuracy, and reproducibility. The robot does not know that it's looking for hair. It is looking for a vector protruding from a flat plane surface. The flat plane surface obviously is the skin, the protrusion is the hair. The robot is programmed with an algorithm that lets it assess the exit and elevation angle of each and every hair, and it follows that trajectory. It calculates it 60 times per second. It follows the trajectory subdermally to the follicle, so it is incredibly precise in locating the follicle underneath the scalp. When the robot fires the needle, it does it with micron accuracy, 44 microns. But the most impressive thing is reproducibility. The robot can micron accurately dissect hair follicles thousands of times, and the quality of graft 2000 will be equal to the quality of graft number 2. In a human, it's very, very difficult, I would suggest impossible, to maintain that level of accuracy simply because of human fatigue. So precision, accuracy, and reproducibility. This is very easy to sell to patients. They understand it. They gravitate to it. They choose it. They're asking for it by name. When you combine that with a world-class plastic surgery practice, I think you have a recipe for instant success. In addition to the robot, we have the NeoGraft procedure. The NeoGraft procedure is still a wonderful technology, especially for people who want to do an isolated area, a small number of grafts. The robot requires the shaving of the hair for the technology to target each and every hair follicle. Obviously, the NeoGraft does not. So if what we're offering is a comprehensive business solution with 2 technologies, we're giving you the ability to to open your doors to anyone who's interested in hair restoration and have a technology for them and provide treatment for them. In addition to that, many people say, well, is this something that patients really are seeking out and want? Well, if you believe Real Self, and we do, our statistics are always 97, 98, 99% success rate and satisfaction rate. Somebody that's interested in getting into hair restoration, some of their objections may be, well, I don't really know that much about hair restoration. And for that, we created the Vero Academy with some of the top hair surgeons in the world that you're going to meet just in a minute. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Dr. Jack Fisher. He is our Chief Medical Officer at Venus Concept. He's been doing hair for 30 years, and he hosts a preceptorship that leads into a mentorship. It is hands-on training and guidance by probably the best in the business, at least in my opinion. And also we have Richard Chaffoo. He's one of our preceptors, an author on the subject. So when somebody wants to get into hair restoration, not only do we provide them the technology, but we provide them the expertise to go along with it. And I will just show you some of the tools and marketing that we have as well. On the patient acquisition side, we spare no expense to do this. Patient acquisition is the life's blood of the business. And so we go to great lengths to try to always move that needle forward. We're constantly trying to come up with ways to make your phone ring and patients to come to your lobby, right? So one of our newest, funniest ads, a lot of people will advertise on dating websites. One of my employees came up with the slogan, "Get your hair tight and she'll swipe right." You cannot imagine how many people have clicked on that. So if you're interested in opening your doors to the fastest growing segment in aesthetics today, it is male patients. Male patients' number one most requested procedure is hair restoration. And so we make it fun, we make it exciting. We're very, very good at marketing. Here's just some examples of what we have done to promote ourselves and our providers. And if you would like to get into hair restoration, we will certainly make it fun and lucrative for you. We will teach you everything that you need to know about it. We will make that available to you through some of the top hair restoration surgeons in the world. Hair restoration is a fun, lucrative, and growing business, and all indications are that it's going to have exponential growth. If you truly want to help somebody, please partner with us. Look at hair restoration. It's fun. Thank you so much.
Next to present is Geoff Hamilton, co-founder and CEO of Stemson Therapeutics.